Did I get all the bots? And then where is
It's
she?
8:01. What?
Oh, wow, that went fast. Okay.
All right, I'm still setting up. YouTube said just go ahead and let everybody in.
Yeah, I'm gonna let in, and I just don't see her, so hopefully she's popping in here. Then I'm gonna
I don't
invite.
see that we're live.
Yeah, I got a notification.
You do?
Yeah, I got a notification saying
Okay.
live. Oh, there she is. She's joining right now.
Okay.
No, wait, I think it might have been
Oh
Runa. It
no.
might have been Runa. Hold on. That was
I'm
Runa.
in the call because I can't find Riz. Okay, so did you get the notification that we're live on Facebook?
Yeah, I got
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
notification.
press record to the cloud. That was me. That was me. All right, looking for our
Oh,
star.
she's here. She's here.
Yay, raise your hand. Make her co-host. Oh wait, I'll
I
do the
can't.
share screen.
I'm here.
Okay, I can do that. Here we go. Hi,
Hey, how are you guys?
Riz. Good. I don't see you.
Okay, I'm putting it right on. I had to put my scarf on because I can't be on Zoom without my scarf.
Okay. All right. So I'll just do a quick intro while she's getting dressed.
Just
Riz
my
is
headdress.
amazing. I met her through eXp Luxury, and she sells houses in Pennsylvania. Her and her husband, they have a team, and she has like 10 kids, and she just had another one like yesterday. So let's give her some grace. I cannot believe she's here. I'm like, really? Your baby is way more important than Tech Tuesday. She's like, no, I'll be there. So she is here to talk to us about how to get more Instagram followers. So, who is super excited about this one? Yay. Okay. Yep.
Yes.
See some hands because Instagram, as everybody knows, I'm a Facebook girl. I'm recently tackling the Instagram world. It's quite different than Facebook, but it's actually pretty cool and it's going pretty good. So, and I feel like I'm making better connections there. So, anyway, I'm going to turn this over to Miss Riz. Thank you for coming.
You guys are welcome. So I'm going to share my screen real quick.
All
That way
right.
you can see the presentation. Take a lot of notes. It's a lot of things jam-packed in an hour. I'm going to show you how I went from 300 followers to over 80,000 followers in 90 days. And this is like crazy. Like if you want to go crazy with this, go crazy with this. But like it might seem a little overwhelming, but I was like testing the Instagram world. I'm like, okay, let me just do these things and let me see if this will, up my followers. And I actually went way above than I thought. I was like, oh, I'll probably get like 10,000 in 90 days, but I got over 80,000. So I'm going to share all the little secrets. I'm going to show you how to do everything. So it's not just like, here's this app and here's that app and here's that. I actually have screenshots of how to do all of this. All right.
Awesome.
So let me share my screen for you guys. Here we go. Let me know if you see my screen.
It's coming. It's coming. There it is.
All right, perfect. All right. Once again, my name is Rizwana Afzali. I actually came into this country in the late 80s. English is actually my third language. So I know a lot of people are like, were you born here? Because you don't have an accent. At least I don't think I have an accent. So just going here, I went right straight to kindergarten, didn't know a word of English, but I think I adapted pretty well. I used to draw in classes, and then all the kids wanted me to draw for them. And I'm like, if you want me to draw for you, bring $1 and I will draw something for you. So I was an entrepreneur at a very young age, not speaking English. And then as I grew older, I got a degree in graphic design and visual communications, which is basically, anything visual, right? Photography, web design, photography, video editing, all that good stuff. So even before Facebook came around, we were doing landing pages and all the stuff that is now, I think, pretty common. And now with social media, we can really take this to the next level and connect all the things together and to bring clients together as well. So, this is the agenda for today. We're talking about the 90-day growth strategy, how to optimize your profile, post the right content, use hashtags effectively, your engagement and community building, how to interact with your audience to increase your visibility and follower count, monetization and client acquisitions, turning followers into clients. So you don't really need, 80,000 followers to do this. If you just follow these next steps that I'm going to show in this presentation, you should be fine. You're going to get, these clients. We got a listing from there. Yeah, we got a buyer from there, and we're talking about over $1 million, because people will research you and they will see, what are you doing that makes you different from other agents in your area. Also, if you grow your social media, you actually can monetize for that. So that's another cool thing. You're going to get a notification saying, you're eligible for bonuses. So definitely turn that on. And then I'm going to share some tools and strategies, what I use and how I use them, to really take my content to the next level. So it's quality, right? So here we go. Okay. All right. So according to the study, as of this month, 2025, Instagram has around 2.37 billion monthly active users worldwide, with some sources predicting that it's going to be closer to 2.4 billion users by the end of the year. That's insane because we're at, I think, like 8 billion people in this world. Instagram is more than just a social platform. It's a powerful tool, especially for real estate agents, because you can attract clients and you can showcase properties there. You can also, show your authority in the market as well. So I'm going to break down the key reasons why Instagram is really essential and how you can use it effectively. So why is it a game changer for real estate agents? Well, it has that visual appeal, right? So think about this for a second. What catches your eye first? Is it images or is it just text, right? It's going to be images, not just any image, but like a beautiful image of maybe the property that you're listing or even the house that you're showing. It's just built that way where it's just visuals. And if people like what they see on your Instagram, they're going to see other things on your feed, right? Which will also help your algorithm and will reach more people as well. It's a great way to showcase any kind of property. And, it's really important to take high quality pictures and walk through videos. You don't have to have like, a $3,000, $4,000 camera. You can actually do all this on your phone. And all of my stuff on my Instagram is through my phone. You just have to have the right settings on your phone to have that high quality. You can also get a target reach. You can get in front of the right people by the right hashtags. So you can do like local hashtags like your city or your state. You can also tag your location on your post as well. And I'll show you how to do that, which is called geotags or geolocation. And then community building as well. You're not just building followers up, you're building trust, right? Because when people like you, they want to do business with you, right? So it's all about relationships. You're building relationships through your social media, and people really do get to know you through that, and you can share what you want to share. And then there's also a couple of other neat features that Instagram has, which is the stories, right? You could do polls, you could do Q&As in there. You could do a lot of stuff to engage people in your stories. And with stories, I do, like motivational quotes or like behind the scenes of what I'm doing, because I want people to know like what's going on in the background. Like, is it really easy to be a real estate agent? No. So sometimes we share, the bad, the good, the everything. All right. So also you also get market insights. You are the local experts. So if you're not sharing that, someone else is. So make sure, maybe on like 2 days a week, you're just doing market updates in maybe 2 different counties. Just put yourself out there as the authority agent. Like, you have all the information, you want the information, DM me to get these reports, kind of a thing. And I'll show you how to do all that. And then lead generation, right? It's not just about branding, it's a lead magnet. And you have to make sure that your bio, right over here is my particular bio over here. I have my handle, which is Expand Levels. And then over here where it says put your name, I put my name and what I do on this particular account, right? Real estate lead gen agent training. And then you have to be really particular on who your avatar is, who's your audience. So you let them know, here to help, for example, for you guys, here to help buyers and sellers find their dream house and move on to the dream house, whatever. You just put like all your expertise here so they know what they're doing. And then you do a call to action, like let's connect or DM me for more information. And then you can actually put more than one link over here. Usually I do a link tree, but I have to update that link tree. But what link tree is you can put multiple links in that particular landing page, and then people can go to it, right? So if you have like a really long YouTube video of a property tour, you can put that there as well, and they'll go to it. All right. So you want to really optimize your bio, because sometimes people, if they like your things that they see down here, they will check out your bio. They might even go to your website. So the great thing with Linktree, you could put, the video tour, you could put a home evaluation link, you could put a buyer consultation form, right? You can make like a Google form and, have that there, and then that way they can fill it out, and then you can reach out to them. So Linktree, you can have multiple links, right? I think Instagram lets you have like 3 or 4. So that's that. So again, here is optimizing your profile right over here. Make sure that you have your name and what you do. What is it that you do? You could do realtor in North Carolina, realtor in New Jersey, realtor in California, right? Or you can make it very, very, very like to the city, right? Los Angeles, California, or, Princeton, New Jersey, wherever you are, but make it so people can find you. And then again, tell your audience what you do. What's your specialty? You might be a luxury agent. You might be a short sales specialist. You might be a foreclosure specialist. So make sure you list that over there, and make sure you have a website here, or even your company website, but just make sure you have that. If you don't have a website, I highly recommend Linktree. And then that way you can put a whole bunch of links in there, and then that way they can get connected to you. But again, have a call to action here, right? DM me to find your dream house. DM me for a home evaluation. So then that way they know that you're active and you're here to help. Again, here's Linktree. And then your profile picture has to be you. You have to put yourself out there, because you are your brand, right? We are all independent contractors as realtors. So just put you on there, right? Don't worry about, how you look or whatever. It doesn't matter, right? It's the value that you bring to the table. So make sure you have a really good picture up there that's recognizable. Don't put a picture from 20 years ago, right? Put a picture from right now. Okay. And then be clear on your brand and what you post. All right. And then this is the crazy thing, right? So this is what I did to gain my followers of 80,000 plus. So I posted 3 to 4 reels per day. And I know that sounds crazy, but I batch recorded everything on Sunday, which took like an hour. And then I just posted them. And then what I did was I found trending videos in my niche. So your niche has to be important. Don't put like all these different things that you put. I see realtors do that all the time. They put like, sometimes they'll put like real estate, or sometimes they'll put their dog, or sometimes they'll put something so random. It's like so all over the place. So make sure you niche down. And you can have 2 Instagrams if you want. You can have a personal one, and you can have a business one if you want to. I have 2 that I have. I have one for production, and then I have one, which is this one, which is, motivating agents and things like that. And then also, as far as posting content, I will share a couple of tools that I use to make my life easier to create content really fast. So you're not like in front of the camera all day long. All right. So again, your niche could be like real estate tips. It could be home tours. It could be a whole bunch of things, but as long as it falls in your niche of realtor, that's fine. And then how I look for viral videos is this. I'll go into my right here at the bottom of your phone, you have this search bar. And then you put what your niche is, like for example, real estate tips or real estate motivation or whatever. And then you're going to get all of these reels. So you can do you can do accounts, you can follow accounts, you can go to reels, you can go to audio. And I look for ones that are over 1 million views, right? And then what I do is I will take that and then I'll do my own rendition of what they did, right? So obviously each state has different programs, each county has different programs as far as grants. So I'll find out what grants are available. I'll talk to my lender and I'll put out a video, right? Here's another one that you don't really need to do much, how to increase your home value. Look at their description, look at their hashtags, look at what they used and just make it your own, right? So I've done this plenty of times where I've looked at things over 1 million and I just made it my own. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to get done. Okay. And you can record anywhere, right? You can record in your house, outside, new construction. If it's not your listing, I highly recommend that you get it in writing, right? Can I market your property on social media to try and get a buyer so we can close this out together? And most agents will say, yes, that's fine. So you want to just make sure that you're exploring, the magnifying glass and then the reels. That's really, really important. And just search different niches over here. So when you search different niches, the Instagram algorithm, that's what it'll feed you as well. So when you're scrolling, you'll look at those things. Okay. And then I follow people that are in my niche in different states, right? Just to see what they're doing. And then sometimes I'll collaborate with them, like, hey, can I remix your thing? And sometimes they already have that permission there, so you don't have to ask. We'll talk about remixing, which is kind of like what TikTok does, right? I think they call it a duet, right? In TikTok. So yeah, and then also you can go to TikTok and YouTube Shorts for inspiration. I sometimes feel like TikTok is like ahead of Instagram. So whatever's trending there now will probably trend in a week or so on Instagram. So, until we have TikTok, right? We don't know what's going on with the TikTok right now. So use that to your advantage. And then keep your videos when you're starting out between 7 and 15 seconds just to start out. Keep it short and impactful. Don't start with, hi, my name is Rizwana Afzali, blah, blah. As soon as you say that, they're going to leave. You need to have a 3-second hook. Something like, did you know this home has an indoor swimming pool? Let me show you, right? So that will keep them on the video. So you have to be engaging from the start. Your first 3 seconds matter and it'll grab the attention. If you can have your viewer or audience watch your video throughout, that will help your algorithm. So that's what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're engaging. You can say at the end what your name is, that's fine, but your first 3 seconds are very, very, very crucial. For longer videos, more than 15 seconds, just make sure it's engaging. Use storytelling, quick cuts, movements to maintain interest. And I'll show you guys what apps and stuff I use for that. So sometimes when I'm recording a video, sometimes I'll say, or, I'll have a space. I cut all that out, because I don't want that in there. Like I just said, right now. So I just cut all that out. It's just fast paced to the point on these videos because that's what it is right now. I think we have an attention span less than a goldfish right now, less than 10 seconds. So hence 7 to 15 seconds for your video. You could also break up your video visually. Like for example, if I'm doing it, this is called like a head video. If I'm talking straight to the audience, I can, overlay it with images or videos on top of it when I'm explaining something. And you can do that in these apps that I'm going to talk about, which is CapCut and InShot. So they're very easy to use. They're literally drop and place right into your platform. And you could do it on the go. I know when I go to a property tour, I sit in my car and I'm editing the video and I put it out. It's that easy to do with CapCut and InShot. And then also you want to, again, like I said, avoid slow intros. Just get straight to the point to get the viewer's retention. So the more your audience looks at it, like, the most views as far as your seconds, then Instagram will push it out. And the reason why I did the 3 to 4 reels a day is because even though when I started in the beginning with 300 followers, I didn't get that many views in the beginning, but Instagram saw that I was consistent. I was posting. The one video that I posted got like 100 views. And I was going to actually take that down because my other videos at that point in 300 were getting like 1,000 views. I was going to delete it. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to leave it alone. That video a week later went to 1.7 million views, which is crazy. Can you imagine if I deleted that? I think that video alone got me like 10,000 followers. So don't delete anything. Even if you have 100 views on it or like 10 views on it, don't delete it because Instagram is seeing that you're being consistent. Okay. And then again, the 3-second hook. Here are some of the things that I wrote down for you guys. You can ask a question, looking for your dream home. This one won't last. And then you could just do a quick tour. I always say, here's a tour of the first floor. If you want to see the whole house, DM me this word, right? I'll say DM me dream house or something like that. And then you can make a bold statement. This backyard is bigger than you think. Wait till you see it. Then you can show the backyard. And what you can do in CapCut and InShot is you can speed it up so it's not a slow, walkthrough. And it's pretty fast. And then sometimes when you do it that way, they'll watch it again. If they watch it again, that also helps your algorithm as well. Don't make it so fast that it's like a blink of an eye. But just make it to a point where like they get an idea of what it looks like. You can also start with a visual too. You can show, if you do luxury, for example, you can show, like the backyard or the views of the house, right? Or something that is a unique feature to the house, and then just talk about what that is. Which is, again, the stunning visual, right? Start with that. You can also use a quick movement or transition. So I see like a couple people, they do like, they open the door, or they're like zoom into the fireplace or zoom out of the fireplace, and then they'll, do like a quick kitchen run through. And then they'll say something like, this is bedroom 1, this is bedroom 2, this is bedroom 3, this is bedroom 4, right? So they just move it along, right? It's just a progression of visuals. And then create urgencies too. You can do that as well, right? Homes in this area are selling fast. This one sold within, this one got an offer within a day. This one is coming up soon. You don't want to miss this house. Let me show you around. You can also do a question again. Did you know this home has a hidden room? Did you know that this home has the biggest pantry I've ever seen? Right? So just highlight features of the house, right? Again, these are the 3-second hooks to capture attention for you. And then you can also start with the this or that choice. Would you rather have this or would you rather have that? Would you rather have this renovation or that renovation? We've done that a lot with AI. We've done, if you were to render this particular room, would you pick option A or option B? Right? So you can also make it engaging in that way. And you'll be surprised how many people comment, right? And then people might argue in the comments saying, no, that one is better because, right? So obviously we don't want people to argue, but you guys get the point. You want engagement on there. You want people to not just to like it, but you want them to comment. And then you need to respond to every comment on your post. That also creates that. And then you can also script your video. Like I said, when you looked at the viral stuff, over 1 million, you can say, like something like this. I write a 7 to 12 second viral skit for Instagram on seller tips on how to increase your home value and make it sound like me. So then this is what it did. Want to boost your home's value without breaking the bank? Here's the hack. Paint. A fresh coat in neutral tones makes your space look bigger, newer, and buyers love it. Oh, and swap out those outdated light fixtures. Small changes, big money, ready to sell? Call me. So there's a call to action. My hook was, want to boost your home's value without breaking the bank. I think people would stay for that, right? And then I just record it. Again, 7 to 12 seconds. You just make a whole bunch of little scripts like this and record it on your phone and just put it up there, right? Edit with CapCut and just put it up there. And then you can tweak the script. Like if this doesn't sound like you right here, if this does not sound like you, then, change it up, make it sound like you. And you can record your content at home, outdoors, in your listing. Again, if you're filming at another agent's listing, make sure to obtain written permission via text or email before using it for marketing purposes to attract potential buyers, just to give them, courtesy. I know like some states have different rules, so just make sure you're following your rules in your state. And then I record in 4K if available for maximum clarity, but you can also export this in 1080p for best compatibility. Instagram will sometimes compress it, so that's why I record in 4K. then my stuff still looks pretty good. So on your phone in your settings, I believe you all have 1080 as the normal, as the default, but you can switch it to 4K. Some of your phones have 8K. I just do the 4K because that's good enough for me. And then also use good lighting to avoid grainy footage. So don't be in front of or don't let the window be behind you, right? Because that's going to make you look dark. Make sure the window is in front of you. If you have a portable light, that you have, you can use that as well. Lighting is definitely key. But if you're in a home which has natural light, you can just use that as well. I do that all the time because you don't want to be carrying like 1,000 things with you when you're going to record and stuff. Um, Also, you want to film in a vertical format, so not like horizontal. So you don't want to hold your phone like this. You want to hold your phone up and down, like portrait style. That's the best one for like Reels or even YouTube Shorts and TikTok and stuff like that. And is great for also stories. And then, make sure that your phone is steady. Either go invest in a tripod or a stabilizer if needed. I have one that I just invested in. It's a gimbal where I can just put it on, say, the kitchen island. And then when I move, it just tracks me going, left and right. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's a tripod and a gimbal at the same time. I've used a tripod for the longest time, but I had to like move it by myself. So I got the gimbal. Avoid over editing with excess filters, which is gonna lower the quality. So I know like you guys probably know agents like this. Some of the agents use filters, and when you see them in real life, they're like, "Are you sure you're the same person?" So you don't want to deceive people either, as far as that goes. So just be you, right? Just record and just put it out there. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to get done. And then what you want to do is you want to create a mix of engaging educational and entertaining content with your niche, right? So house tours, features of the home, seller tips, buyer tips, virtual open houses. I know that when we were doing heavy, heavy open houses, we would do a virtual one and we just do the first floor. And that would hopefully get people to come and, see the rest of the house, right? So that was the one that we did, and it just stayed on our Instagram and all that good stuff. Client testimonials are really good. Videos are always good with the clients. What we do is when we close a house, we don't just take a picture of, us with a key, right? And like, oh, okay, just sold. What we do is we'll do a 15-minute Zoom after, like, a couple days or a week after. And then we'll ask them, like, what was it that was smooth about your transaction? We have all these questions, and they literally give you a good testimonial on Zoom. And you let them know it's going to be recorded and it's going to be put on, social media. And then at the end, you ask, would you recommend us to your family and friends? That's going to be your best client testimonial right there. Just by saying that to them, would you recommend us to your family and friends? Now, you know which clients not to do a video with because sometimes not all clients are created equally, right? So just be careful with that. I mean, you can post what you want to post, but you can also do a Zoom with them and just clear the air too. You don't have to put that up. And then you can do market updates and trends. You can go on your MLS and just look at the data and just screenshot that data, just like put it over your head and then just talk about the trends, right? Easy stuff. You can also do behind the scenes if you're helping an investor renovate a place, or if you're helping, a seller with renovations. You could post like behind the scenes, or you could post, sometimes as realtors, we have to do X, Y, and Z, right? It's not just about listing, right? How many of you guys have gone above and beyond and done things that it's not really our job, but we do it to make it easy for the seller? So you can post something like that, right? You could do polls and quizzes on the stories as well, and you could do it when you're posting. So when you are getting ready to post and write your caption and hashtags and things over here, you can actually do a poll so people can actually respond in the description itself. You can add a location as well. And that way, you don't have to give the particular address, but you can, put what city and state that particular house is in or where you're at, right? You can also interview like mom and pop shops as well, because I know what I've done in the past is I've gone to mom and pop shops, I've done a video, I put them on there, and then they let me put my flyers over there, right? And my flyers have QR codes. They have two QR codes. One is home evaluation and one is buyer consultation form. And then they let me put it up because I did a video for them and I put it on my Instagram and my social media. So there's another way for you to build some content and some authority in your neighborhood. And then here's again the geolocation to get local followers, right? So you want to definitely do that. I know that I had a buyer who was looking at my Instagram for the longest time, and she interviewed 4 or 5 agents at the time. And then she didn't even interview us. She was like, "We just want to work with you. We see you're very active and you know what you're talking about." And they hired us on the spot, right? Because we were active on social media with production and just showing things and, just showing our value and knowledge. And then over here is where you're going to get strategies to go viral. Okay. So this is about trending audio in Instagram. So you can use trending sounds and to, leverage your content even better. So how do you do this? But before you do anything, I highly recommend that you make your account into either a professional account or a creative account, because you're going to get a lot of analytics and all the stuff in the back end. So when you go to your professional dashboard, which is the 3, here, I'll show you here. You're going to open Instagram app on your mobile device, go to your profile, tap professional dashboard, which is this. You're going to go to trending audio down here. And then it's going to show you the top 50 trending videos or audios that are happening right now, right? And then this number right here, the 62,000, the 11,000, 315,000, that's how many people have used this audio in their reels. My rule of thumb is find an audio less than 100,000 and use that. And then you'll know it's trending because it's this arrow, right? So all of them obviously are trending because they have that arrow. I always do, again, less than 100,000 because, like I said in the beginning of the presentation, there's 2.4 billion, almost 2.4 billion people on Instagram every single month, right? So, or users. So less than 100 is your ideal thing, and it will pick up. Like I said, even if you get a few views or 100 views, leave it alone. It'll pick up eventually. You just have to be consistent in posting. All right. Um, and then let's see here. And then just stay up to date on the viral trends. Just see what's going on, because the trends don't last really long. And then the reason why we use the Instagram audio is because we're not going to get a copyright strike. So for example, if you edit something, say in CapCut or InShot, and you actually use, audio from outside and it's copyrighted, they're going to remove that audio from you. I know YouTube, they'll give you a copyright strike, right? So you got to be careful of that. So just use the audio in the platforms itself. That way you're safe. All right. And then also you want to engage with the trending content as well. You want to comment on them. You want to interact with the viral posts as well. And then you want to test like different things that might work for you, right? You can do, how some people do like lip syncs, they do voiceovers, they do background audio, they use it as a background audio and you talk. So like I said, test out these things, because what might work for me might not work for you, and what might work for you might not work for me. So test it out. This is why we post the 3, 4 a day. Now, I did that, like I said, for 90 days, 3, 4 posts a day. And then after what I got, I was posting like once a day. And then I was posting like 2 or 3 times a week. So I just did that just to massively grow my following, right? And that actually helped me secure a lot of clients as well, because they were like, "Oh, you have, 90,000 plus followers," and then they'll look at the content and stuff like that, and they'll hire you just based on that. Because, our job is to show them that we're marketing gurus, right? And we're there to get the most eyeballs on their property. All right, so that's that. And then, okay, I don't know what happened to my images. Oh, there he goes. It's coming. And then Remix is another way to get your stuff to go viral. Hold on. Let me go back. What's going on? 1 second, guys. There we go. Okay, remixes are a ways to get more views. You're basically sharing content of the original creator, but you're not stealing their content, if that makes sense, right? So, like for example, over here, I did this one this morning actually. He's talking about once you get a seat at the table, you realize that people ain't all that, right? So people are not all that. We think that they are, but you're like, oh, well, if he or she can do it, then I can do it. So the way that I check to see if I want to share this or not, I go and click on the audio just to see how many people have reposted it. So when I go on there, this one had 358 reels, which is great. But this number is really important too. So the original poster got 9.6 million views on here. So I'm like, okay, that's great, right? So already I have two things that are going great for me. And then what I do is I go on these three dots right over here, and then this window pops up. I do remix, and then it comes to an editing thing for me. You just have to add a clip or sticker or text to the reel before sharing, so something is a little bit different, right? And then you put your caption in, and then you post. I do not put hashtags in my description. I put hashtags in my comments because that will help the algorithm, right? So that's really, really important. So don't put your hashtags in here. Put your hashtags in your comments. So that's how you do a remix. So I encourage you guys to find something that's within your niche and go remix something today. Okay, that's the easy thing to do because you don't have to record anything. All right. And then we have the hashtag caption that I was talking about. So I use about 5 to 10 niche hashtags for my Instagram. And I keep the captions short because no one wants to read a book, right? And then you can ask a question to boost in comments. You could do a poll in the comments as well, just to get people to comment on your stuff. And then again, posting frequently and the best times. Again, 3 to 4 reels a day, 1 carousel post per week. The carousels are just images, but they're multiple images in one. So you could do something like swipe here to see the best tips for, getting your house decluttered or something like that, right? And then you'll have like images and things like that. So that's what a carousel is. And then stories, I didn't do this, but this is what Chat GPT said, was to post 10 to 15 stories a day. That's, I think, a lot. I posted maybe like 3 or 4 a day. And that was just based off of like, if I posted something on my Instagram, I shared that to my story. And then I posted like stuff that I did in the background, right? Like, for example, I had 3 kids at the time. Now I have 4. So we also homeschool. So I'll just show like, work-life balance, right? And stuff like that. So just to show like what's going on in the background. And the best times, it's going to be different for everyone because your analytics are going to be different from mine and mine is going to be different from yours. So you want to check out your analytics and insights of your profile and you should have that analytics on when to post. But if you don't have analytics or it's not showing up because you don't have enough for Instagram to show you all that, do it in the morning, right? Do 6 o'clock in the morning, do 12, and do like 6 p.m., right? Try those out and then try different times. For me, for some reason, my folks are like up and about at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I schedule posts out as well. You can actually schedule your posts out in Instagram. If you go all the way down where it says right here to profile display, you go all the way down to advanced, you can schedule your post. So you don't have to stay up or wake up early in the morning just to post. You can actually schedule all your posts out in the app itself. Again, test it out. And another time that's good for me to post for my audience is Sunday at 4 p.m. For some reason, Sunday at 4 p.m. is the time. So I kind of broke down those two at least, 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock on Sunday. And then we have collaborators, right? And how to get seen more. Now, before I post anything, I'll like and comment on, whoever's on my feed, right? It could be more than 50, but it's just, like, comment, and then I'll actually copy their link. I'm not going to post their link anywhere, but copying links or saving links also helps their algorithm as well. And then Instagram is seeing, okay, you're spending time on the app, so then they'll also push you as well. And then also engage with followers via DMs and comments as well. So if someone comments on your post, comment right away. Like I put one up where we were talking about tech, right? Like don't have your phone in your bedroom. Someone asked why. And I said, because, you might be scrolling and you might not be getting your sleep. So just don't have it in your reach, and things like that. And then you can also collaborate with influencers and realtors as well. You can actually tag people and not just tag people on your post and, like they'll see it, but you can actually invite collaborators. You can invite up to 5 collaborators. So when they accept, that post that you made will also go on their Instagram. So there will be more eyeballs on there as well. And then you'll see like, okay, Expand Levels and, Wendy Goss and, Realtor XYZ are on the same thing and they all shared it. So if they accept, it'll be on there, but they can reject it as well. So you can try and collaborate with folks. Like if you're doing a video with, say, your lender, you can collaborate and invite that lender to that post and it'll be posted on yours and theirs, right? More eyeballs. So,
And,
you
and
just search
isn't
for a
that
user and you invite them. Huh?
isn't that important for, like, say they have 80,000 followers, wouldn't it benefit you to collaborate with them instead of just tag them?
Yeah. So you always want to collaborate. Like you can tag like your team members and stuff, that's fine. But the collaborator is really, really important because you can really get people out there. I've had people where they've had 1 million followers and I collab with them and they accepted, right? Because I was sharing their content, right? In Remix. And then I would also put in the Remix, follow this person. And then they would comment on my post, right? Someone who had 1 million followers. So that gives you authority as well. So sometimes if you like do a remix, you could do that as well, just to do that. So because that also is mindfulness, right? Like you want to give credit where credit is due, even though you're remixing it and it goes to them as well, but it just kind of does that extra step, you know what I mean, of courtesy. So collaborate with people and ask them like, hey, I'm putting this video up. If you know them, I'm gonna collaborate with you. Make sure you accept. And then using stories to build trust. So post behind the scenes content, use polls, Q&A and quizzes, share testimonials on there as well, client success stories, highlight available listings and market insights. Like if you put, for example, a listing, you can actually put a link in your stories, which will take them to the landing page, right? Or, like the Google form, like if you're looking to buy, here's the Google form. Let's see what we can help you with. If not this house, I can help you buy something else, right? So you always want to make sure you're engaging with folks. And then here's the monetization and the client acquisition that I was talking about. Always use like a call to action in your videos. DM me home or DM me dream house to get started, right? And offer a freebie, a market report, a home buyer checklist, a seller checklist, right? Just to, also capture their information because this is what I know. We thought TikTok was going to be here forever. I don't know what's going to happen with TikTok, but there are people on TikTok that have millions of followers, but they don't have their information. So if TikTok is gone, all that is gone. So your whole thing is to try and collect their emails, their phone numbers, and all that other good stuff. So having that link tree in your bio is really, really important where they can sign up, right? And you have you're going to get a whole data of that and you put them in your CRM, right? So the whole point is like, okay, yeah, great, you have 90,000 followers, but do you have 90,000 followers in a database, So that's really, really important. So try and capture those, right? By offering these freebie stuff. And then you can also do Instagram lives for Q&A sessions. You can make a post. Hey, I'm going to go live on February 25th at this time. And we're going to talk about, all the things that buyers can do so they can get their dream house, right? So, you could do that. And when you do the lives, don't wait. Like, okay, we're waiting for people to join. No, just start and people will come because what will happen is you can actually save that video and you can post it up anywhere. You can chop it up and post it right up to your Instagram. It's going to be great. And then you can also set up automated message responses to your DMs. I have a lot of people. Like in the beginning, I was doing it all manually, right? Responding to everyone. But I use this app called ManyChat, which if you do something like, if you tell ManyChat, if they put home, DM them this message, right? If they if they comment dream house, message them this. So you can really, so you don't miss a DM basically, right? So it's called ManyChat. You could do like a free version and there's a paid version as well for analytics. And then with the monetization, you can actually get affiliate and brand deals. I've been approached with brand deals from different companies and things like that where they actually pay you to kind of collab with them. You can also do this with like your, say you have a mom and pop shop who sells like, appliances, right? You can go and do a video there and then you can collab that way too. So sometimes you don't have to get paid for a brand deal, but just to get things out there, right? So, just partner up with like real estate companies, home staging, moving companies, mortgage brokers, whatever you have, just, you do that. It just shows like kind of like a sense of community. And it also shows them that, okay, she has like a whole team behind her, or he has a whole team behind him who can do all this stuff, right? So that is that. Oh, I think it went back to this. And then offer shout outs and sponsors posts. Like we had someone who was like, I'll give you a free product and can you shout us out? And I'm like, well, at this point in our Instagram, free stuff doesn't do it for us since we have 90,000 people on there. So, we kind of send a proposal to them and we'll do a post. Or we'll do a shout out. Because like it's your time as well, right? And it has to match your niche, right? Like you can't, like, I don't know, advertise like something for a cat, right? Like a cat product, for example. So it has to match your niche as well. So you might get a lot of these opportunities to do shout outs and sponsored posts. So just read the fine print with them. And then tools to make content creation easier for you guys. We're going to go through this. So I like to use CapCut and InShot. InShot is just really easy on the go. CapCut I use if I need to do like extensive editing. But these two are great softwares. You can actually get a free version of this. CapCut and InShot. InShot didn't have this before, but they do. They had it for a while now. You can do captions on InShot. So I would say if you're new to editing, do that. But I would say the busier you get, I would hire someone. And I think Wendy has an amazing video editor as well. But just for if you want to play around with it, you could. But CapCut and InShot, they're really easy to use. They're like top editing videos. I don't know if there's anything else. There's Adobe Premiere, but that's a little bit more advanced. So I wouldn't tell you guys to do that unless you know what you're doing. But they're right now the top two editing ones that's on the go content creation. And they offer like user-friendly features. CapCut provides advanced editing tools like auto captions, trending effects, and smooth transitions. And then InShot is just great for like quick edits on the go, easy trimming, text overlays, and audio integrations and things like that. But both apps make it really simple to enhance your videos without needing a computer. And it just makes it ideal for really, really busy agents to create things. And then I just want to let you know about video is really, really important. As consumers, we've gotten better at digesting content while scrolling, making it easier to scroll through images without giving the post time of day. But with videos, you're giving it an extra second to grab their attention. Hence, the 3-second hook is really important in the beginning to really grab their attention. So, and I believe video has 400% more views than just image. They'll scroll through like less than half a second sometimes. So, make sure your video is engaging and make sure that you do videos. Even if you don't like how you look, it's fine. You can start with doing a tour and doing voiceovers if you're, you aren't comfortable. But the more you do the videos, the more you'll get comfortable getting in front of the camera, I promise you. And then why every view counts. Now I know like sometimes people are like, oh, I only got like 100 views or only got 500 views and all this other stuff, but this is an actual picture of 500 people in a room. So imagine if you were showing them your reel and you had 500 views, that's what it would look like. So even if it's 100, 200, or less than 500, these are potential clients that are engaging with your content. So these numbers will add up. Like I told you guys that I had that one that had like 100 or so views. I was going to delete it, right? This was the beginning of my 300 thing. And so I let it be. And that was my first viral video with 1.7 million views. It was insane. So just make sure that, don't get discouraged, right? It's not an overnight thing. Okay. It's going to take a little bit of time. Just be consistent and you're going to get that. You're going to get, 10,000 views, 100,000 views, 1 million views. Just be on top of it and just make sure that your content is engaging. All right. So next time you see a few hundred views, just remember those are real people that are paying attention to your Instagram. And then another one that I use is Canva, which is great for graphics and reel covers. So you can actually do, I don't know if you guys do YouTube or not, but you can do thumbnails for your reels if you wanted to. And Canva has a lot of free tools. I have the paid version only because, I can use the different fonts. There are stock images that I can use. So before I used to pay crazy amount of money for stock photos and videos. Now I don't have to. Everything is in Canva. It's like less than $20. So I would invest in that and you can write it off. It's a business expense. Again, it's the same way as CapCut and InShot. It is user friendly. It's a drag and drop interface. You can find templates and you can make it your own. Put your graphic in there, put your logo on there, put your broker logo on there as well, and make sure you're compliant with your state, right? If you have to put a number, address, do that. And there's so many things right now. And also they have AI in it as well. So you can create your own things using AI in Canva itself. Okay. And then just to show you, they have all these different features. There's Magic Grab, there's Animate, you can do text to video, you could do so much. You could do morphing. You can play around with this. Again, they have tutorials inside Canva itself, so you can play around with it and, see what you can create over there. It's really, really easy. As a graphic designer, I have the Adobe products. So I haven't really used my Adobe products since Canva came out like years and years ago. It's just easy on the go. And then here's another thing for Canva. If you put real estate, for example, here are some of the templates that pop up. Just listed, own your dream home. There's also like carousels as well. So the ones that have like the crown, that's premium. This is $sign. So if you have the premium Canva account, the Canva Pro, then all this is like you can use it. It's not a big deal. But the ones that don't have anything on here, that's free. Okay, so like this is free, this would be free, this is free, right? So play around with the free Canva account and see what you can create. They have a lot of high quality stuff in there. And then we have aesthetics, right? You don't want to just post random things on your Instagram. So sometimes like things are all over the place, right? So, but if you're consistent, then that's a great thing. And I can tell these are carousels because they have these boxes. So basically what they do is they give you an image of that, the best image of the house. And then they'll probably feature, the other rooms. So these are carousels. Here's a video. So you could tell that's a video because it has the video link. So it's probably like a video tour. But like make it look nice, right? It's like your own little website, Instagram. Okay. Again, you don't need to be a graphic designer to create beautiful graphics and video. You just want your content and feed to have eye appeal. Okay. So that's that. But again, don't delete anything. And then when you're in Canva Pro, again, it's a click and drop kind of thing. You click, you change, you can even click on this image and replace it with whatever image that they have over here. They have, elements. You can put, boxes or transparent things. You even have these like little elements and logos and things like that that you can put on here as well. Very easy to use. Everything is right on this left side for you in Canva. So that's Canva. So play around with it. The way that we record things easily is with ChatGPT. We'll ask ChatGPT, create 20 pieces of content, 7 to 12 seconds for my real estate page. And this is what I'm looking for. And this is the topics I'm thinking about, So then it will list like, say, 10 topics or 20 topics. And then you're going to tell it, okay, because it's a continuous conversation with ChatGPT. Okay, thank you for giving me these 20 topics. Now write a script for each one. And it will literally write you a script for each one. And, again, if you want to tweak it to make it sound like your own, you can. And then you just put up your camera, record, and you're good to go. App that I use is called BigVu, which is BIGVU. It's like a teleprompter on your phone. So if you're not good at like memorizing scripts, just copy and paste your script onto there. And then when you set it up, you press play, and then it's literally on the side of your camera. And then that way you're not looking off camera on there. So that's a great, great app, and it's easy to use. So that's how we record 20 pieces of content on Sunday within the hour or two. So, make sure you utilize that. And then I also, when I do my scripts, I'll ask it, give me viral hashtags under 100,000. So if you go on Instagram and you start typing hashtags, it'll show you the number of usage. So you want to use the ones that are under 100,000, because again, that's going to help you, go viral on these things, right? So if you have a hashtag that has, 2 million views, then it's oversaturated. So just make sure with your hashtags, when you're asking ChatGPT, ask it for that, but then check it on Instagram to make sure it's under 100,000. Okay. And then here's some prompts as well. If you wanted to use for ChatGPT, give me a marketing plan for XYZ home, create a presentation for sellers in multiple agent interview situation, market trends for newsletters in XYZ city, seller objection is this, blah, blah, blah. Like if they talk about, why should I hire you when this person can do that? Just objections that you come across regularly. Networking strategy that builds strong connections in the neighborhood, how to use technology to sell more homes, write out a guide for first-time home buyers, how do you stay ahead of the competition and differentiate yourself as a top agent, so on and so forth. So, this will help you also build your brand on social media as well. And then you'll have all this stuff together. I did this write out the guide for first-time home buyers, and I created it. I made it in Canva, and then I put it out there. I made a PDF on there. Hold on a second. I have to get my charger.
Oh,
One
no.
second, guys, because I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Hold on one second. 1 second. I thought this was plugged in. 1 second.
Oh boy, Riz, we have 3 minutes and we have
Okay, I'll be very
questions.
fast.
I don't know how that's gonna happen. Did she not say this
Okay.
is gonna be an hour packed full of stuff?
I know.
So,
It's so much jam-packed because I want you guys to get value out of this. So you guys want to go to questions? Because
yeah,
this is still a lot of other slides.
VIP starts in 3 minutes that we have to hop to
Okay.
the VIP group. So, what we could do,
You might have to continue
can
this
you
next
do like
week.
find me or here's my information to ask me whatever
Yeah.
you want type thing?
Yeah. So
Okay.
you guys can follow me on Expand Levels on Instagram and just DM me. If you comment on any of my posts, then I'll see it. Like check your DM because I get them. We get a lot of DMs. So I will go through this and I will share this deck with all of you. Wendy, can I send this deck to you to share it out?
Yeah, Joanne can put it in the email.
Okay, perfect. Because it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. So here's my information over here. It's just a couple more slides. But I'm Expand Levels on all platforms. On Facebook, I'm Rizwana Realtor. So you can connect with me over there as well. And then we have a course that we're putting out there as well, which I show you how to do all of this stuff, how to do Canva, how to do editing and all this other stuff, to really go viral. So we can talk about that, another time. But I want to make sure that, you guys get value. Hopefully you got value out of this and you learned something and you're going to implement all of this stuff, hopefully.
Awesome. Okay, so when did this recently happen? Like
What,
when
my
did you
growth?
start? Like when did you do the 90 day?
The
Like
90 day I did in 2023.
okay,
And
2023. Perfect.
right. And then I helped other accounts do the same thing, but I did theirs in like 40 days and they gained like 30,000 followers. So it works. It works. Just be consistent.
Okay, and then will we get a handout? Yes, you will. It's going to be in the email that goes out with the replay. Blah, 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 blah. Both. I answered that. InShot. You get rid of the CapCut logo by paying for a CapCut.
Right.
Stuff like that. Okay, watch. Which video got 1.7 million views? They would love to watch it, or do they have to find it? Is it pinned on your
Yeah.
thing?
So I think my one got like 9.7 million things, and that was a remix. So all of the ones that went viral like that, they were remixed.
I
out.
know.
So
I really want to do that because
yeah, so
I think I did it
remixing
wrong.
is going to be like, and it's your niche, right? So I don't know if you know Mr. Beast, but I did Mr. Beast. It was 9.7 million. Kevin Hart was the 1.7 million one. So that was my first one, was Kevin Hart, as you know, because he's an entrepreneur as well. So, but yeah, like you can look through my Instagram and stuff. I actually took a break for a few months, so I'm putting my algorithm back on again. So my goal is to get another 100,000 followers, hopefully in the
Perfect.
next 80 days. That's the plan.
Awesome. Adrian, real quick.
Very simple. Two questions. Why did you say that you don't think we should combine non-real estate things with real estate in our Instagram? Like my latest guacamole recipe. Why?
Because you're going to confuse your audience. You're going to get foodies and then you're going to get clients. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
My second question is, how important is it to be or not to be in the shot as a person?
I think we lost her.
Yeah.
Her computer's done. Anyway, I mix it up. Like face, yes. Not every time is my face. Like the
Okay.
words on screen are the thing, so those are working better than my face actually, but I still want people to see my face, so I do both. All right, sorry guys, we gotta hop into the VIP room. If you want to hop in there and work on this stuff, let us know. Shoot us over a message and we'll get you in there. But right now we're gonna hop in there. Have an amazing day. I will see you next week. Phil Stringer is coming to talk about training your ChatGPT. It's gonna